What's up, buddy? Welcome to Shark Jets. I'm Skidvis. In this video, I'm going to show you how to quickly render a low poly version of the Starship Enterprise. I'm a huge Trekkie, so this should not be a surprise. It's also not surprising that I'm going to ask you to like and subscribe. So please go ahead and do that, and without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, here we are in Houdini. We'll drop in a geo node as per usual, and we'll jump into that. And then I'm going to bring in what I like to call the 4 horsemen of the low polycalypse. I need to work on a name. But basically we start out with an output, right? Because that should be the last thing we always do. So that'll be the first thing I'm going to do. And then I'm going to follow that up with a clean. And what a clean is going to do is it's going to clean up any points that are on top of each other. So we'll consolidate points, and why not fix overlaps too? Let's leave that alone for now. The next one we want to do is the mirror, and what that's going to do, as you can imagine, is it's going to reflect whatever we make. And then we end it off with a merge, and the merge will of course combine everything. So I like to have these set up when I'm doing low poly, because most of the time I'm going to do a mirror and I don't want to worry about any overlapping points. So then we'll come over here and we'll template this, but we'll control click it. That way we'll be able to see everything, not just the wireframe. And then let's go ahead and drop down a box. This is going to be the body of the ship. And then we will attach a transform to that. Not a transport, but a transform. Yes. And then we will attach that to the merge. There's our box. All right, we're going to go to the side view here. There we go. And we're going to make it size 3 on the side there. Boom. Okay, that looks good for now. We'll go back to our front view here, or our perspective view. And let's also bring in a tube. So we've got a tube. We will put a transform on the tube as well and bring that into the merge. All right, so let's go ahead and bring this up, because that should be higher, right? So let's go with 1 for now. Let's reduce its height to maybe 0.25. That's good. Also, we'll go back into the tube and change it from a primitive to a polygon. That makes it kind of jagged, so we'll set the columns to 32. That makes it a lot smoother. And then we also want end caps, because it needs a ceiling and a bottom. We'll go back over here to the transform and we'll move it forward. So let's go what, -2? No, +2. All right, cool. That's not right, but we need to make this bigger anyway. So let's scale this up to maybe a 2, a 2. That might be too big. Yeah, that's too big. How about 1.5? That's looking more right. All right, we're good with that. We want to slope in the bottom, right? This side of the Enterprise is not straight. It's kind of collapsed a little bit. So we will make sure we've got this selected. We will select that face, hit E to scale it, and just drop that down like that. Let's just go 0.9 just to be safe. 0.9, 0.9, 0.9. All right, that's looking much better. All right, we can go back to this. Nice. All right, cool. Next thing we got is, I'm gonna hit L just to clean this up. All right, so the next thing we need is the nacelles. So let's go ahead and drop another tube. Cool, and another transform. All right, and bring that in there. Cool, cool, cool. Now we want to rotate this 90 degrees. So which one is that? This one, 90? Yes. So now we're also, let's go back up to the tube and set the end caps so we have a front and a back. go back to the transform, and we'll scale this down to what, 0.5? 0.5? Well, we don't want that one to be 0.5. That one is 0.5. All right, so now it's gone. We can't see it, so we need to move it. So let's translate it to the side here. All right, cool. And that's too big, so let's go 0.25. Oops, that's wrong. 0.25. Put 2 points there. 0.25. Now it thinks it's a path, so let's delete the channel, and there we go. So now we've got that. It needs to be higher up, so we'll bring this up to 1. Cool. And then we need to make it longer, so we'll make it, what, like 3? Yeah, that's good. And then let's move it backer. So let's go -1, -2, -1.5. Maybe -2. Yeah. All right, look, we're almost there. Cool. All right, so hit L to clean this up again. And then we need something for the bridge, right? So we will drop in a sphere. Cool. Also, let's go back to this tube and make sure it is also a polygon, not a primitive. And yeah, that's fine. All right, so now we go back to the sphere, also make it a polygon, and I'll go with the polygon mesh. It's got more roundness to it. And then we will add a transform to that and bring that into the merge and hit L to clean it up. And then we need to move that, so we can move it up to 1 and move it forward to 1.5, maybe 2. All right, cool. And then we'll scale this thing down to, I don't know, 0.5. Actually, we want to keep this Z at 1, right? Because the Enterprise has this weird little bulge thing. But maybe we want to go smaller than that. So maybe 0.25. That's too small. 0.3. We'll go with that. I kind of like 0.5 better. So let's just stick with that. 0.5. Doesn't look right. I think my saucer needs to be bigger. So let's come back to the saucer and make this a 0.5. Oh, that's not the saucer. This one. So yes, let's make this a 2 and a 2. That's looking better. But now we need to move it forward. So we'll bring it up to a 3. And maybe a 1.5 height. 1.25. Yeah, that's good, right? 1.2. All right, now we need to make our ball go back to that area too. So 1. What did I say? 1.5? No, 1.2. Yes. 2.5. 2.6. 2.75 maybe? Is it just 3? It's 3. Yeah. All right, so now we're looking better. All right, and then it's got a little ball at the top, so we will just drop in another sphere. Actually, let's just dupe these. Boink. And bring that, of course, into the merge. And we will set this to, I don't know, 1. And then bring it up higher. So let's see what we got. Okay, so we'll go with 0.2, 0.2, 0.2. We just want a little ball. That might be too little. No, that's just right. Perfect. All right. Now, I messed up my nacelles. So let's look at that. How did I mess those up? Is that this one? Is that, no, that's this one. Oh, I did the same thing again. Delete the channel. That is 0.5 or 0.25. Cool. All right, so now we want the nacelle, the engine, the little orange parts that come in front of the nacelle. So let's find our ball here, and we will just duplicate this and connect it to the merge, and then we will move it to the side. Which one's the real one? Easy way to find out. Switch this back to ghost mode, right? We can turn off the mirror. Okay, so that's the right one. Cool, that's what I want. So let's come back over here and undo that right there. And so now that we have it positioned to the right, we can go ahead and line it up with the nacelle. So we'll go to the overhead view somewhere here. All right, cool. And then we will just move that in and back a little bit to the right. Looks good. Bring it in. Okay, now we're vertically off. So let's find that side view again and bring it down vertically. There we go. Now we are looking better. Probably want to scale those up a little bit, so we'll go 0.25, 25, 25. That's looking a little nicer. Let's bring the nacelles up to that same height. So which one was that one? That one. 25, 25. Should we go 30? Whoa. I forgot a point. Okay. That's better. I want it to be a little bit bigger than the bubble. So we've got that going. All right, now we're going to do a little rear end work here because it's got slanted nacelles. I want to bring these up too. So let's put these up just a skosh. Maybe there. Which means I gotta bump this up just a skosh. Right. All right, so now let's go back to the nacelle, which is this one here. I'm gonna bring in a cube, or box, basically. Drop that up here, and then I'm gonna bring in I'm gonna move all this stuff out of the way real quick. I'm gonna bring in a Boolean and attach this and cut this one and bring it to A. Bring the Boolean into the merge, bring the box into the Boolean. And so now we have a box here somewhere. It's in the middle, so we need to move that. So we will just slide this around. Let's go to the front view real quick. That's good enough. So we set this to 1, set this to 1, and then we'll bring it back, maybe 1.1, 1.5. That's too much. 1.25. Perfect. Now we'll bring it back, and then we're going to rotate it. 45 degrees, not that one. 45 degrees, there we go. And then we're too high, so we'll bring it back down to 1. Let's drop it down a little more. There we go. So now we are going to apply this Boolean. So we gotta make sure that everything is set up as a polygon, polygon. Okay. So now we can say subtract B from A. Nope. Subtract A from B. This is B. This is A. This is polygon. I had the same problem last time. Oh, I was clicking on the box. Yeah, okay, so if you click on the Boolean, you can see that it does what we want it to do. It cuts the back of the ship off. All right, almost done. We want to go back to the body. All right, so this body is kind of blockish, so we want to do a couple things. Let's go ahead and bring in a poly edge loop. Not a poly, but an edge loop. We will make sure to snap to edge point. We don't have to, but I like doing that. So we'll click that. Come over here and set the edge loops to 2. So now we have, oh, that edge loop is in the wrong place. Let's go ahead and delete that real quick and put it underneath here. So again, we will try that. Go with edge loop. Good, it's underneath the transform where we want it. We'll snap to the middle and again go here and do 2. Now we've got 2 loops spread out across this thing here. We'll go to the wireframe mode by hitting W, and we're going to bring some stuff up. So we will hit the S key to select, go to 3 for lines, click this one and hit T to transform. It's got a weird angle, so we'll right click, go to local origin by connectivity. That'll make it go up and down. We'll bring this one up, and then we'll do the same here with S and bring this one T up again. Now we've got that nice little slope. And then we'll come over here and we'll do another edge loop, this time in the front middle. Click that, and then we'll hit E to scale and just scale that whole thing out a little bit, give us a nice little curvature. And as we're done, W to bring that wireframe back, or that fleshed out look. Then we'll go to the back and we will hit S and 4 to select faces. We'll click on this face, hit shift, hit this face, do a C and then do a poly extrude. And then we'll do an inset, just a little bit like that. 0.9 is fine. We'll hit S again, select the inner faces, hit C, another poly extrude. This time we'll just push that in a little bit. And there we go, now we have our landing bay. All right, we're getting there. Cool. Now let's do the braces that connect the ship to its engines. I think that engines are not long enough, but we'll go with it for now. And we'll drop in a box, BOX. Connect that to the merge. I'm gonna hit L to clean this up again. All right, now we will do a translate on that. Transform, sorry. I always do that. I always say translate when it's transform. I'll clean that up again. We're gonna move this up. Okay. We're gonna shrink it down. It's probably what, 0.1? Yeah, that's good enough. And then we will bring that over. So we'll adjust its side, its X, and then we'll rotate it. So let's see, which one would that be? This one? No, it's not that one. Is it this one? No. All right, one left. Perfect. Okay, so we'll bring this -45, and then we'll switch to the front view here and just align that with the engine and the edge of the ship better. So we'll adjust its X, Y, Z. Okay. And then we will switch over to the side here and adjust its Z. Okay, and then we'll shrink it. Shrink it down a little bit. They're not that big. Okay, now we're looking good. Now we'll do the same thing for the front. So we will drop in a box, drop in a transform. Okay, hook that into the merge. And then we will also bring that up 1. And what did we say? What did we do on the other one? 0.1 scale. All right, so we'll do 0.1 here too. And we'll rotate this one 45. Whoops, that's not a rotate. We'll go up 1 and hit that rotate 45. Oh, wrong 45. 0. How about this one? 45. Nope, wrong 45 again. Bam. All right. We will also adjust its neck size. So we will shrink that down probably. That looks good. And then we will bring it forward. That's not the one. That's the one. Okay. And then we need to bring it down clearly. So we will drop that down just a skosh. And here we go. We've got a neck. That's too far forward. So we will bring that back and make it a little bit longer. Oop, that's not how we make it longer. Scale it. Here we go. We want it to be not past the threshold here at the front, right? Okay, we're getting there. We need a couple more things. I want to put another one of these bubbles at the bottom, right? So let's find that bubble. That's a box. That's a sphere. All right. That one. Nope. That one. Got it. So I'm going to duplicate that. So just Alt click and drag. And then we're going to merge that again. And this time we're just going to drop it to, let's go negative 1.6. That's way too much. Negative 1? No, of course not. Negative, no, it's probably, I forget where it's starting from. So let's just do it manually. All right, cool. Let's look at that. Is that good? It might be sticking out too much. Just need some fine tuning here. There we go. That top one's probably sticking out too much also. This one. So let's bring that in just a skosh. That's good. It's good. All right, now the Enterprise has like a little satellite dish thing in the front. So the way I'm gonna do that is I'm going to just put in a sphere. And basically I'm gonna do the same thing. What is going on here? Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing that I did with everything else. So I'll just merge that in there. I'm gonna reduce that, change that from a primitive to a polygon mesh. Reduce its size to, I don't know, 0.3 maybe. Let's bring it forward. Okay. Yeah. And then we'll just, that's good right there, I guess. We'll do a Boolean cut on that as well, like we did with the other one. So I'll bring in a box and bring in a Boolean. Cool, and then make this B. Let's move it over here and make this. Go ahead and cut this and make this that, and plug that into the merge. Let's clean this up. And then basically this box needs to come forward. That's not the one I'm looking for. It is center. So we will bring that forward like that. And there you have it. We have half a dish. All right, now let's put the little needle thingy in there. So that's just a box, right? We'll just come in here and bring in a box. And we'll bring that forward. Scale that down to like 0.1. Maybe, yeah. And 0.1 vertically, yeah. And then this is what is this? Where's the solo? Let's go 0.5 lengthwise. That might still be too long. Let's go 0.25. Oh, I did it again. Stop doing that. Delete channels, 0.25. Okay, let's get back in here. And let's just move this back a little bit. Cool. And then we will select its face and shrink-a-dink that thing. So we'll just come in here, E, and then just bring this. We can just scale these all down to 0, 0, 0, 0. There you go, now we have a point. What's the point? And then we will, of course, merge this with everything else. Probably need to move this closer. All right, drop that into the merge, L to clean everything up. We are almost done, right? It needs a little bit of color. So I'm gonna go to the nacelle thingies, which are what? This one? No, not those. That one. So I'll just drop a color. That's not how you spell color. C-O-L-O-R. Enter and replace that. L to clean that up and make this orange like those things are. And the satellite dish is red typically, so we will find that wherever that is. That one right there. Okay, and we'll drop a color on that. That's not how you spell color. C-O-L-R. Boom. And bring that into the fold here. L to clean it up. Make this red. Nice. And then that's about it. That is our enterprise. We can celebrate. Of course, you could color this in and do all kinds of nice stuff, but for now, we have our enterprise. And there you have it, quick and easy. If you found this video helpful or you just think I'm cool, please make sure to like and subscribe. If you have done this, or if you would have done this any way differently, please let me know in the comments because I'm always trying to learn new things. Thank you very much for watching. I'm still SkidViz. Peace out.